Kumar opening the batting, right-hander, very capable with the bat. Gill at 2 today will be up the non-striker's end to start things off. They'll look for a big opening stand. Interesting decision. The pitch really looks like there'll be something early for the bowlers, but the captain's asking the openers to get the pads on. Kumar, the right-hander, opening today. Gill will be at the other end. Some adjustments to the field.
Match looks about ready to get underway, and already the crowd making a hell of a racket. Not sure how long they can keep this up for.
A few moves made in the field. Siraj coming in. It was a brilliant diving effort. Couldn't manage to get there for the catch, but still a great stop.
Went for the drive, complete miss. Beats the outside edge. Good bowling there. Siraj with a huge appeal. Well, the tension is extraordinary. The crowd are on the edge of their seats. Out. No. Somehow it's missed everything. Wow, that's missed a lot. Finds the middle, but won't find the boundary. Misses. That's a big chance gone begging. End of the over. One from it. India are 1 for none.
End of the first. Not many runs off it. Good start by the bowlers.
Going with pace now. Shami coming on. Obviously hoping the pace will cause some trouble. Flex that one, simple as you like inside the ring.
First ball for the batter, coming in. Great work behind the scenes with that dive.
Onto the front foot, super shot, should be 4.
That was a lovely flowing drive through the covers to pick up the 4.
Good contest here at the moment. 4 off the last ball. It'll be interesting to see how the bowler can respond. Edged. What a ball. Wow, that's a huge appeal for the catch. If there's something on it, he's the faintest of edges. Out. Caught.
Left-handers out in the middle, doing a quick final check of equipment. He's got their tail up.
Nice shot. Runs possible. Can't get that outside the ring field. Yep. 7 runs added in that over. India are 8 for 1.
Well, bowlers have them pinned down at the moment. Batters need to try and rotate the strike a bit.
Misses everything. Two straight. It's just been helped on its way for a maximum. Fine shot there.
Hit that one on the up. A fabulous drive for 6.
Do they go full? Do they go short? A lot to ponder this delivery after the boundary. No. Terrible shot.
Oh, that's a great take. Needed a big stretch to save any runs.
Straight drive, mid-off will cut that one off. Yep. They'll get at least one here. Oh my God, how the heck did they stop that one? What a great stop. Ticking the scoreboard over really nicely at the moment. Lovely shot off the front foot. Deep extra cover has some work to do.
End of the third over. The batting team are now 17 for 1.
It was a brilliant diving effort. Couldn't manage to get there for the catch, but still a great stop.
Driven through extra cover. Will get a single. Finds the fielder with that shot. Goes for the drive, but it's a wild shot. Front foot punch down the ground and mid-on in pursuit. Lovely footwork there.
Well, you sometimes just have to stop and admire batting like that. Gets onto the front foot early, well-timed, and 4 runs.
End of the fourth over. India are now 22 for 1.
Yep. Great shot. At least one on offer. Well timed, but there's a fielder out there. And out. Oh, how did he get to that one?
Yadav, the new man in the middle. Wants to get the feet moving, get behind the line of the ball nice and early, and really get stuck into his innings.
Amazing delivery. He's got to follow up that last delivery. Found the edge, but no reward, but putting pressure on the batter. Nicely played. Doesn't beat the infield. Great delivery, looked to be the slower ball.
It was a brilliant diving effort. Couldn't manage to get there for the catch, but still a great stop.
There'll be runs here. Couldn't get it through the field. India starting to hit their stride now after a big over. India in a hole. Field a little bit deeper now. 3 more players able to go outside the circle.
The captain's going to change things around in the field.
A new bowler is coming into the attack.
With the medium pacer.
shot. Should be runs here.
The captain making some adjustments to the field here.
Nice shot.
You can't hit the ball much better than that. Timed it to perfection.
This delivery just needs to be pitched up on a length. Too short, and you're going to get punished on this pitch.
A bit of a change-up in the field now. Can he come back with a dot ball?
They'll get at least one here. Oh, that's cut off nicely. 4 runs saved. Pick that up nicely and they'll get a couple of runs. Great shot. At least one on offer.
Oh, that's a great take. Needed a big stretch to save any runs.
Change of bowling. The left armour is coming into the attack.
That's right out of the middle of the bat. Oh, that's great work in the deep. Saved a certain boundary.
Well, what a lovely shot. It flew to the boundary. That's clearly not the type of delivery to be bowling here.
Always difficult to focus after what happened last ball, but you just got to stay positive and believe the wicket's going to come. Finds the middle, but won't find the boundary.
Good return back from the deep.
Well timed, but there's a fielder out there.
Good throw from the deep. Bang on target.
Got on the inside and played that wonderfully. Fielder needs to work hard to stop that.
That was a good strong throw back in, right over the stumps.
Not too much room and got what it deserved. And that's a tremendous catch at cover. Great stuff.
Samson.
Someone different now to bowl at. Brings a different set of problems. I feel it's just a matter of driven through cover. Just the one. Good stop. Probably managed to prevent 4 runs. Return from out on the boundary. Good fielding. Over India, 52 for 3.
It's been a bit of a battle finding some big overs, but they worked the ball around nicely.
Gone. Oh, that's a horrible shot to start the over.
Kohli, the right-handed batter, out in the middle, doing some quick final checks.
Power and precision in that shot. That's a boundary save for sure. On target there with that throw despite the distance.
Doesn't even wait to see if the ball's going to do anything. Onto the front foot, punches it away to the boundary.
Just need to keep it simple. Line and length. Roundabout off stump. That'll force a mistake. Beats the outside edge. Good bowling there. Straight drive, mid-off, will cut that one off. There'll be runs here.
If that had been thrown to the other end, I think you'd be looking at another wicket for sure.
Oh, superb timing.
That is a masterclass of batting. Reads the length, gets forward, dispatches it to the boundary.
There could be a couple if they hustle. Great shot. At least one on offer.
It was a brilliant diving effort. Couldn't manage to get there for the catch, but still a great stop.
Digs out the Yorker. Was quick onto that in the infield. answers everything.
Great work behind the stumps. Saved some runs with that dive.
Yep. Finds the middle, it won't find the boundary. Shot, should be runs here.
Errs on the side of bowling slightly fuller, and they've been put away.
Good contest here at the moment. 4 off the last ball. It'll be interesting to see how the bowler can respond. Wow, that's missed a lot. The bowler and the slips have really gone up here. They like it. Oh! India having a good chat with the captain. Not sure this one is worth a review though.
Pitch is in line with the stumps.
Sampson looking quite surprised. Didn't seem too worried about a reversal. Yep. Flex that one, simple as you like inside the ring. Oh, bowled it. What a beauty. Swung in and the stump's knocked over.
The new batter, right-hander, will look to settle in quickly. First ball for the batter, coming in.
Yep. Down the ground, lovely shot. Mid-off chasing, and that could be 4.
End of the 11th over. The batting team are now 77 for 5.
Stevenson has the ball in hand. The captain will be hoping they can tie one end down. Runs have been flowing a little too easily. No, terrible shot. Yep. Hit that hard and fast. Vaughan showed some great skill there, saved a potential boundary. Really wound up for that. Ball seemed to come onto the bat quicker than he thought. Yep. Onto that early. That could be 4. Good fielding out in the boundary. The ball's returned out from the deep there. Poor shot, really lucky. Yep. No point chasing that one. It is racing to the boundary.
Cut shot, played it so late. Impressive batting.
Interesting decision to change the bowling. Found the going tough earlier with the ball. A huge challenge with how well these two are scoring.
Yep.
Clipped away neatly off the pads. Should get 4. That's a stunning stop. That was going all the way otherwise. Great fielding there. Very accurate long distance throw. Went for the drive, complete miss.
Great work behind the stumps. Saved some runs with that dive.
Yep. Finds the middle, but won't find the boundary. Get at least 1 here. Oh, what a great piece of fielding. 4 runs saved for sure. Misses. That's a big chance gone begging.
देना कॉल है 1 मिनट
Yep. Nice shot. Runs possible. Yep. Cracks off the bat. Nice shot. Well, that's cut off nicely. 4 runs saved.
End of the over. The batting team are now 90 for 5.
Yep.
Just a little bit of room given, and the power was immense. That's flown over the boundary.
The crowd are really getting quite raucous. It's going to be difficult to focus down in the middle with this amount of noise. Goes for the drive, but it's a wild shot. Yep. Incredible. What a grab.
Krishna, the new man in the middle. He wants to get the feet moving, get behind the line of the ball nice and early, and really get stuck into his innings.
Can't get that outside the ring field.
Into the 14th over. The batting team are now 97 for 6.
End of the over, India 102 for 6.
Runs have been at a premium this middle portion of the match.
Dives and takes a nice catch.
Singh, the left-handed batter, taking guard. They want a solid start.
Lines up but misses. Looks like they went a bit too early on that shot. Straight drive, mid-off will cut that one off. Well played, could be a quick single. Nicely played. Runs one.
Into the 16th over. India are now 106 for 7.
Going with spin now.
Spinner has gone to ball.
Bourne coming back into the attack has done well so far.
The attack.
Right out of the middle of the bat. That's a boundary save for sure. picked that up nicely and they'll get a couple of runs.
Yep.
Shot, should be runs here. Cuts that off well in the infield. Beats the outside edge. Good bowling there. Nice shot. Runs possible. Finds the fielder with that shot.
End of the 17th over. The batting team are now 112 for 7.
Offers the pad.
You can't fault the bowling. Sometimes your opponent is just too good. Wonderful front foot shot, and there was no point chasing that. How will he reply?
Oh, great shot, but not going to beat the fielder. And gone. Deep point, needed to move around a fair bit and has taken a wonderful catch.
Siraj, the new batsman at the crease. Right-hander in the lower order today. We'll see how he approaches the innings.
Misses everything. Wow, that's missed the lot. The end of the over and much better than the previous one, keeping the batters honest.
Can't afford too many dot balls at this stage. Need to find a way to ramp up the run rate.
This bowler knows how to give the ball an almighty tweak. Let's see how they go. Siraj coming back into the attack. They'll be wanting to improve their figures a bit. A quick wicket would work nicely.
It was a brilliant diving effort. Couldn't manage to get there for the catch, but still a great stop.
Great shot. At least one on offer.
That is a masterclass of batting. Reads the length, gets forward, dispatches it to the boundary. Can he come back with a dot ball?
Oh, that's just too full. Singh makes the bowler pay with a fine shot. That may be four. Well played. Could be a quick single. Edged. What a ball.
Well, didn't time that at all, but managed to get it away to the boundary.
Always difficult to focus after what happened last ball, but you just got to stay positive and believe the wicket's going to come.
Oh, that's a great take. Needed a big stretch to save any runs.
Coley to finish this innings.
It's coming into the attack.
Sharmy given the job here to bowl the last over of the innings. Finds the middle, but won't find the boundary. Good stop, probably managed to prevent 4 runs. Sharmy with a huge appeal. Time to follow up after such a great delivery. Pitch it on a length is obviously the way to go.
Yep.
And gone. Brilliant reactions to take that one.
Rana, the right-handed batter, out in the middle, doing some quick final checks.
Someone different now to bowl at. Brings a different set of problems. I feel it's just a matter of pitching the ball up and getting them onto the front foot. No. Terrible shot.
Great work behind the stumps. Saved some runs with that dive.
Well timed, but there's a fielder out there. Coley with a great catch. They had to run a fair bit, and they've made a tough chance into a fairly easy one. This total is well below par, and the openers are going to be looking to close this out quickly. The bowlers are going to have to find something to make up for the rest of the batting team's failures.
Rana coming in.
Went for the drive, complete miss.
It was a brilliant diving effort. Couldn't manage to get there for the catch, but still a great stop.
Great shot. At least one on offer. Oh, well, don't even bother running.
Errs on the side of bowling slightly fuller, and they've been put away.
Do they go full? Do they go short? A lot to ponder this delivery after the boundary. Collects that one, simple as you like inside the ring. Misses. That's a big chance gone begging.
First ball for the batter, coming in. Oh, that's a great take. Needed a big stretch to save any runs.
Goes for the drive, but it's a wild shot. Over India, 7 for none.
First over complete, and a good start for the batters.
Singh, the pace bowler, coming into the attack.
Change of bowling. The fast bowler comes into the attack.
Oh, nice shot. That's a stunning stop. That was going all the way otherwise. Ticking the scoreboard over really nicely at the moment. Flicked away past square leg. Might be 2 on offer. Got on the inside and played that wonderfully. Fielder needs to work hard to stop that. Chance. Onto the front foot, super shot, should be 4. Coley showed some great skill there, saved a potential boundary. End of the over, 10 runs from it. India, 17 for none.
The power play probably holds the key to winning this game, and they're off to a good start.
Straight to the fielder. Doesn't beat the infield. Really wound up for that. Ball seemed to come onto the bat quicker than he thought. Tries to flick it past backward square, but that'll be an easy catch.
Kohli in the middle will want to get the feet moving from the get-go. He's got their tail up.
There could be a couple if they hustle.
Into the third over. The batting team are now on 20 for 1.
Absolutely middled that. Goes for it. It's high in the air. Fielder coming around, but it looks like it'll carry.
That was a boundary the moment the ball left the bat. Can't time that any better. Perfection. Might look to go big again here.
Great shot through the gap. Siraj over pitches and pays the price. Great shot by the batter. That could be 4.
Threaded it through brilliantly. All timing on that shot. How will the bowler respond?
Shot. Should be runs here. Now it's a free scoring over for the batting side, taking advantage of some very poor bowling.
Well, I think the bowlers would be a bit disappointed with how they've come out at the start, but they can definitely rein it in a bit still.
Finds the fielder with that shot. This should be close. Gorgeous cover drive, surely heading to the boundary.
It just looks so easy. Gets onto the front foot and eases through the ball. They can just stand and admire that shot.
Oh, that's just too full. Rohit makes the bowler pay with a fine shot. That may be 4.
That was a good strong throw back in, right over the stumps.
Power and precision in that shot. Oh, that's cut off nicely. 4 runs saved.
You just can't hit it any better than that. Beautiful shot. No chance at all for the fielders. How will he reply?
Goes in the air and gets good purchase. Some serious questions need to be asked after another poor over. First, how to stop the rot, and secondly, do you use someone else?
The bowlers have been steady. Just some bad balls amongst the good deliveries, which sees their opposition ahead of the required run rate at the moment.
Oh, misses everything. Bold, stunning delivery.
Crawley out in the middle. Lovely player to watch once in. Looks quite relaxed too.
Mightn't get to the boundary. They should get at least a couple. Oh, what a great piece of fielding. 4 runs saved for sure. Straight to cover point for an easy catch.
Moore, the new man in the middle, has a lovely technique and will look to get into his work quickly.
Finds the middle, but won't find the boundary.
Well, you sometimes just have to stop and admire batting like that. Gets onto the front foot early, well-timed, and 4 runs. Can he come back with a dot ball?
Driven through cover, just the one. Straight through them. Batter was late on that one.
Jacks, the new man in, but will start from the non-striker's end.
Change of bowling. The captain is going with the medium pacer.
Terrible shot. The crowd are really getting quite raucous. It's going to be difficult to focus down in the middle with this amount of noise. Smacks that away through the gap. Massive appeal. Might have just been missing though. That's a solid shot. That's a boundary save for sure. Jacks ready to face their first ball. Really needs to settle quickly and see if they can get the ball into the gaps. Someone different now to bowl at. Brings a different set of problems. I feel it's just a matter of pitching the ball up and getting them onto the front foot. Beats the outside edge. Good bowling there. That's a confident appeal. They'll get at least one here.
Good return back from the deep.
Missed the lot. End of another disappointing over. Yada has to be asking what's going wrong. It's not what you expect from a key bowler.
They've done well. Sometimes after the power play, the run rate can drop a bit, but the batters have kept up the intent they had early on, and this run chase looks secure.
Pacer is coming into the attack.
Beats the cover fielder. Nice shot. Good stop. Probably managed to prevent 4 runs. Goes for the drive, but it's a wild shot.
It was a brilliant diving effort. Couldn't manage to get there for the catch, but still a great stop. Left the wide delivery alone.
Shot. Should be runs here.
Stevenson coming in, but he'll be starting from the non-striker's end for now.
Cuts that off well in the infield.
Was left open for them and they were happy to oblige. Picked it early, got into position well and punched it to the boundary.
Stevenson taking guard. Has been playing really well in recent matches. Certainly needs to bring their A game today. Nicely played. Siraj showed some great skill there, saved a potential boundary. End of the over, India 72 for 5.
They've got busy working the ball around and hitting boundaries in between. It's a good setup for a strong finish. Oh, that's a great take. Needed a big stretch to save any runs.
They'll get at least one here. Nice shot, straight to gully.
That was a beautiful shot. Rocks onto the back foot and stabs the ball away. Fielders had no chance.
Good contest here at the moment. 4 off the last ball. It'll be interesting to see how the bowler can respond. Oh, no. The whole team's gone up here. What's the umpire going to say? Finds the middle, but won't find the boundary. That's a stunning stop. That was going all the way otherwise. Big throw there, and it's on target.
Never an extra run on that arm. Great throw back in from the deep.
Over, India are 83 for 5.
They've done well. Sometimes after the power play, the run rate can drop a bit, but the batters have kept up the intent they had early on, and this run chase looks secure.
Patel, the spinner, coming into the attack. Got down and rolled the wrist beautifully. Chance. Nice shot. Had to generate some pace off the spinner. But it's a fine late cut for 4.
Flashed away and got it well enough to find the boundary.
Stevenson has gotten the big shot away this over. Now they can focus on playing the next ball on its merits. Nice shot. Runs possible. Shot. Should be runs here.
That's a good strong throw back in, right over the stumps.
Punched off the back foot and beats the infield. More runs on offer here.
Just sheer power off the back foot. Don't need to worry about running.
Always difficult to focus after what happened last ball, but you just got to stay positive and believe the wicket's going to come. Yeah, it can be very disheartening seeing good deliveries smacked around. Sometimes, though, you just got to accept it and move on. Late cut, straight to the fielder.
End of the